Another week, another episode of Game of Fives. I'm joined by Scully and Mo. Tell us a bit about how you guys are doing, man.
Do you know what? Another stay at the W Hotel?
Oh, it is. Right.
Go on, Mo. Tell us how you feeling.
You know what? I feel good. I feel more happy for Scully and being an Arsenal fan. But it's very depressing for me right now as a Liverpool fan. Yeah, just like in everything. You know, I don't think I could do it anymore.
Well, the focus for today's episode is basically what we're going to do is top 5 transfers that we want to see. Now, this could be kind of theoretical. It could be things that we know could happen. We just want to kind of figure out what transfers you guys really want to see. And so we'll start our episode with that.
Okay. Makes sense.
Let's go from number 5 and then we'll go obviously back to number 1 again. But Scully, why don't you give us your 5th transfer that you think we want to see?
Number 5 is Milojenkovic-Savic.
Bruh.
Wow.
From Lazio to anywhere. I've had enough. I've just had enough. He's like, you see, like there's that like tier of players who are always with a transfer rumor.
Yep.
Like Jaxler.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Rabiot. Like, he's in there.
He's in that mode.
Yeah, Milojenkovic-Savic is the only one who's left. Yeah, and he's actually playing at a high level. I've had enough. Like, move. Like, let's just see if you're about it. Why is your agent saying that every year? If you don't want to move, like, please,
It's
bro.
a young spring chicken or something.
Bro,
Right?
man, he's trying to keep
29
the hype around his name, man.
Oh, nah, man. And also, I feel like I've only ever seen him in 4 games.
Yeah.
4 games ever. Like, I want to see some, like, if he's as good as everyone says, can he please just move team?
Well, he had that World Cup where he was like, I mean, he was great, right? It must have been Russia. He came out and everybody was saying he's a £100 million player. But then he never made that move.
Everyone always says after World Cup, though, innit?
Yeah.
Kind of. The World Cup tax. on
Everyone says that about him every season.
Yeah.
Every season, no matter what, it's like, nah, he must be 100 million.
Give me a
Someone
club
spend
that-
100 mil
Give me a club that you think he'd go to.
that he would go to. Ooh. He should really and truly go to Liverpool.
Yeah.
I really rate him.
All right, sick, man. Mo, what's your number 5?
I'm going to have to say Big Sam to Everton. Big Sam to Everton. I'm sorry. Everton need something.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, hasn't worked out with Frank Lampard. They did well last season to stay up.
You lot don't.
But the only man that could save them right now is Big Sam.
It's peak because Lampard's not even playing that bad.
No.
this
He
season.
hasn't. He's had loads of draws, though.
It's been fine margins. Like, I feel like every here and there, a couple 3 points would have helped him. I was starting to come around and be like, you know, maybe he's not as bad as we said, but he has to go. It's not working.
I get it. It is. Big Sam will keep them up in the Premier League, I think.
Have
Personally.
they ever made a successful big signing, Everton?
Do you know what it is? We're going to actually get onto Everton in a little bit. I want to hold the
whole
corn.
segment.
Hold the corn.
Okay.
We'll get onto them in a small while. Why don't you tell us your number 4?
Okay, well, leading on from that, actually, it's got to be Frank Lampard
Oh,
to
no.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Allow it.
Wait, why
You don't allow it, man.
Nah, okay, bear with me, yeah.
Go on.
I just think they need a change in mindset. They've been going for this serial winner thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's been Jose, then it's been Conte. They're saying Tuchel's lined up to take over next.
I've been hearing that as well, to be fair.
Yeah, and it's like, the serial winner thing is not banging.
Yeah.
They're coming, and they're not winning. And then your club is just left in a worse state.
100%.
So how about you really get out of the mud, yeah, and go for the worst top-level manager you can get
Hey.
And just-
And a Chelsea legend. A Chelsea legend.
as a
Chelsea,
player?
not Spurs.
As a player.
Yeah, as a player,
So
yeah.
you think the fans wouldn't be like hating on that?
They wouldn't be on to him, surely not.
Okay, maybe. Okay, we'll hold that
They
one
won't
then.
be gassed about Frank Lampard coming, though. They would
Not
not
at all.
They would not be gassed
And
about
on
Frank
that
Lampard
note,
coming.
go on, Mo, give us your number 4.
So my number 4 is Kvaratskhelia. I don't know if I said that right. You know, I always
not said
pretend
that,
like you
man.
got to say a
But
conviction,
it's
innit?
Yeah, say it.
But
I believed you. I was like, oh, that's how you say it.
Bro, I want to see him just in the Premier League, whatever club it is, but obviously a big club. I just look at it as in Champions League.
Yep.
He is unreal.
Yeah.
He's what Arsenal and Chelsea think Mudryk is. I think personally.
I'm not mad at it. I'm actually
You know what I'm trying to say?
Name. Go on.
And I want to have this clear and out right now.
Yeah, go on, say it out there.
I've been saying this last summer. I don't want Mudryk for 100 M's. Yeah, so I'm not mad at it. And I agree with your assessment.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
He put numbers on the board.
Kvaratskhelia, he's been doing it for a minute. You know what I'm trying to say?
If they win the Scudetto, then he's 100.
He's ready.
He's probably 140 million pound player.
They're halfway to winning it already, kind of thing. I think they're like 10 points clear as of right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to see him in the Premier League. I think he can do very, very well there, but just obviously it just depends what club he goes to
Is there a team that specifically catered to his attributes?
There is a team that needs a pacey winger that can beat a man and
Yeah.
get a pass off. There's a team that we're seeing lack because they lost that this season, and I don't want him to go there. And it's Manchester City. Like, Manchester City would die for him this season.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that.
I'm trying to think, would Pep take out the dribbling aspect of him?
He would make him a lot more robotic.
100%. Give us your number 3 though.
Anthony Gordon to Brighton. Because it's obvious that Everton are not doing anything.
Yeah. But didn't they turn down was it how much? 50?
Yeah, they
50
shouldn't
M's or
have
something
done
like
that.
that?
They turned down that. They turned down money for DCL. They need to stop doing that. Just sell these players.
Doesn't make any sense.
Just let them be free and rebuild your team. Because Gordon, I like what I see from him.
Yeah.
I think he really has something. I think he's like begging to go to a slightly better team, let's say, that has like more control of the game.
Yeah.
And you'll see the best out of him. So yeah, I don't want him to go to a team so big that the pressure's too high. We've seen players get ruined like that.
Yeah.
But I'd be happy if him going to a Brighton, looking at the trajectory they're on,
Yeah.
like the way they play. I think he could.
And being allowed to cook as well, right?
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
I like that one. What's your number 3?
This one is very, very hypothetical. This one comes from the heart. You know what I'm trying to say? It probably would never happen. But Lionel Messi to Barcelona. I think
For the storyline.
for the storyline, because you know
storyline.
what? After seeing him obviously win the World Cup, right? And he looks like, I'm watching him play for PSG right now, and he's looking like Messi of old.
Yeah.
He's doing a little 1-2, then a little pass finishes into the bottom corner, and the little chip passes and stuff. And I'm thinking, if this guy finishes his career at Barcelona, and obviously Barcelona top of the table right now, wins the league with them, brings back Champions League to Barcelona, which is what he promised he was going to do before he had to go. I think, again, he's already like undisputed GOAT, but that will just solidify everything for me.
Yeah. All right, we'll try and make that happen for the story.
you can try and make it happen, yeah?
I'll call some people. I'll call some people. We'll get out of the script, don't worry. All right, give us your number 2.
Number 2 is Zaha to Milan, either Milan club. Don't care.
Don't care.
I like that.
Don't
So
care.
not to Arsenal, not to another Prem club. You want to see him out of kind of the UK.
I want him to live an easy life. Yeah? And
Do
I
you think he'll have an easy life in Italy?
I think defenders are good, yeah, but he's got so much pace and trickery. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I just think if he goes there, it's either there or Bundesliga. If he goes
Bundesliga, this man will be 89 rated next year.
He's eating. The thing about Bundesliga is he'd have to go to Bayern to win everything.
Yeah.
I don't think, like, he could go to Dortmund and get paid a lot, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's in with a chance of winning the big trophies. And I want to see him win a few trophies because I think his level of play compared to his trophy cabinet doesn't match up.
Yeah.
Is Zaha the most skillful player in Premier League history?
I would argue, I would say he's one of, if not the most English skillful player.
Okay, you're talking about coming
English.
from...
Yeah. Because if we talk about skillful players in the Prem, there's been a ton, but that we imported him, right? And then but when you talk about skillful, like homegrown, it's probably like Zaha. You probably have to put Gascoigne in there, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. For me, up there, Ben Arthur.
Ben Arthur quality. But this,
Quality.
he'd see him, Tarat.
Yeah.
Like, these are the players I was thinking of that I would put above Zaha. So it's like, yeah, he's not the most, but if we just talk about British Premier League players,
You have to put
like
him in
we
that
went through the
conversation.
academies here, yeah, and then
But then if you put Zaha in that conversation, you got to put Balassi in there as well, no?
Yeah. Yannick.
I think
one season. You have to put him in
I
there.
went to see Balassi live a few times in that season here. I don't think people understand how good he actually was. Every time he moved, people were standing up off the seat like,
He's like,
Showpiece.
no, but
another person who fell victim to Everton, man.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Common denominator, man.
They're
That's what
catching
ruins them.
bodies, Everton, bro.
Well, who's the least skillful?
Oh, my
Who's
days.
the least skillful?
I think the first name that came to my head, obviously, he's not an attacker, but Titus Bramble.
Titus.
I mean, it wasn't his job to be skillful, but I just think even the basics he didn't really have down.
didn't have it.
Just didn't have it. What about like a Obertan as well? We bring him back to Obertan. He didn't really.
I wish something for people now.
He
man.
thought he had a little bit of
flair.
jinky.
And they don't have it, and it's like you're watching every week. It's like, bro, don't go for it, man.
I felt like he wanted to have like highlight clips, but he just couldn't. It didn't bang.
Editor was sweating, man. What's your number 2, Mo?
My number 2. This is another idealistic one.
Yeah, go on.
As a fan right now, I want to see Bellingham at Liverpool. I need him with that shirt on. Because that's the biggest issue that Liverpool have right now is midfield.
Yeah.
Now, then we go to...
He's laughing. He's happy now, man.
He's laughing.
That's not why. That's not why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at your pain. Liverpool not really the ups, yeah? Like, there's a grudging respect.
Yeah.
Arsepool, yeah? 100%. All of that.
Arsenal.
But, yeah, it's not NBA, bro.
Yeah.
You can't tank the league and get a first round pick. Yeah?
All right, so tell me, what does a Bellingham bring to Liverpool right now?
He brings an engine. He brings leadership, which is crazy to say, bro. He brings legs.
Midfield presence.
He brings legs, bro.
Yeah.
You got to look at it like...
He can go anywhere and get dunked on right now.
Literally.
That's the craziest thing to me, kind of thing. I've survived being a Liverpool fan for 26 years of my life.
You didn't know you're a Liverpool fan for
I knew, okay, let's say 23 years of my life. I became a Liverpool fan when I was 3, right? Because of my dad. Come over, John Barnes. John Barnes, best black player in Liverpool. All of that stuff. And then, yeah, so the only things I've really seen until like recent years was obviously the Champions League, the FA Cup, and then the League Cup. But I've seen suffering. And then when you go from seeing suffering to then seeing a great team, like you're challenging all the time, you win a Premier League, you win a Champions League, then you win FA Cup, you win Carabao Cup, you're thinking, yo, you're like, what? We're back in this. And then you're looking now like, what's
going on?
What's going on?
Yeah. No, I hear that.
Say? So yeah, we need legs.
And on that note, I want to hear your number 1.
No, he's number 2, innit? Have you done number 2?
I've done my number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to hear your number 1.
My number 1, not for the reasons everyone thinks, is Harrison Kane to leave the Premier League
Altogether.
and go to Bayern Dortmund.
Bayern Dortmund.
Bayern Dortmund, yeah. It's a new team. I just made them up.
What is this?
I just made them up. It's a new team. Just go to the Bundesliga, man. Just go to the Bundesliga. Just get out of here, man.
Why?
Because I just think, I was watching the North London derby, and I just thought, this guy's cooked.
He can't run.
And like, I joke all the time about him being the streets will never forget baller, because obviously no trophies, bare goals,
Yeah.
But like, if he doesn't leave, that's really going to be him.
Yeah.
Like, that's really going to be him.
Yeah.
Please, just go to Bundesliga, yeah? Go to Bayern Munich, yeah? Sit at the top, be what Lewandowski was, and just score goals. And that's it. Just be a goal.
I got to say, though, this season, I feel like we kind of gloss over it because Haaland got 21 goals. But Harry Kane has been sick this season, bro. I don't even know how many goals.
He scored a few goals.
13, 14 goals?
He's got 14 goals. Take away the pens,
15 goals.
Take away the pens.
Take away the
pens.
Struggling
No, but
Spurs
take away the
side.
pens, though.
I do hear you, though, because right now, if he stays at Spurs, it's looking like he will end his career with just like, was it PFA Player of the Year? Or
And an Audi Cup.
was Lucas Moura in that 2019?
Yeah.
It's similar to your one as well, right?
Yeah.
You've got your first
So
one.
my number 1 is Harry Kane goes to Man United.
Has happened.
And that's crazy for me to say as a Liverpool fan, right?
Yeah.
Because, United, we've never really had like a good relationship. But if we're talking...
It's a nice way to put it. That was a very nice way to put it.
But you got to look at it like, for seeing Harry Kane as an individual, right?
Yeah.
You just want like what's best for him, really, kind of thing. And I feel like if he goes to United, it's game over, it's a wrap.
100%.
I feel like it'll be like the rebirth of like United, where they have like a top class striker, world class manager, world class defenders. You got flipping World Cup winners.
Genuine
in back line.
question. Yeah. Can he still press? That's a
He
genuine
can't press with intensity.
No, not with the same intensity.
United.
But
I
then
don't
you
think
wouldn't
United.
play like that with them. I think you'd just focus more on a lot of that pressing coming from the wingers and him getting in the box and finishing chances.
Fair enough.
Either way, like if he gets that move, I think it'll be great for his career. I think he needs to be within the chance of winning something. So
Oh, for
that he
sure.
can be remembered in that sense. All right, then. So that concludes the show today. That was a nice little transfer kind of roundup, man.
I think so. I still think Salah needs to go to Real Madrid at the end of the...
Your agenda,
beef
you
with
need to
Salah?
leave.
No, you know what?
What's going
Obviously,
on?
just in closing, right? Because I need to get this off my chest.
Go on, let him know.
Salah has been amazing. I can't say a bad word about Salah. He's a Liverpool legend. But it's time to go, man. I think before like it gets nasty. I think personally because he hasn't really done much this season.
He's got to go, Robbie.
You have players who you've just bought who are still doing less. And you think the answer is to push the guy who's the legend out.
As you can see, with this transfer episode, we are seeing your pain right now.
Yeah. I might not agree with this tomorrow.
What did he do to you? He's doing his best.
Nah, man.
Get some better midfielders.
He signed for 350k a week.
Under the impression that you were going to bolster the squad.
Bro, listen.
Leave me alone. You don't leave me alone, man.
We're living in an age where Chelsea, Liverpool fans are suffering. This guy's just sat here so happy as an Arsenal fan. On that note, I think we have to end the show right there, man. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you guys next time.